This is called Goldcrest, and I started building this castle in 2007 when the Crown Knight Castle, or Crowny Knight guys came out. And so this is their castle, blue and gold in color. Took me about 2 years to build the castle, and once I was done with the castle, it turned out so well, I decided I didn't want to tear it down. And so when I didn't tear it down, I started expanding it. And I literally went and made an entire city, and even outside of the city with some farmland.
Okay, so this is the beginning.
Yes.
Which is lovely. So many nice details here.
Thank you.
I think this dark blue looks awesome with this light bluish gray.
I would agree with you. It's luckily it was the color scheme that Lego came out with, so I'm not going to take a claim to that. But the Crowny Knight logo, they have a little crown on their shield. It was the inspiration for the shape and the texture of the castle as well. So I wanted to make a castle that was shaped like a crown, so I made it in a hexagon, which I don't recommend to anybody out there. Hexagons are really bad in Lego, but I did it. So, and then each tower has these little gold spikes sticking up, and those gold spikes make each tower look a little bit like a crown. So that was pretty much the inspiration for everything. And I wanted to make this castle look very clean and opulent, like these people maybe have a lot of money. And if you have a gold crown as your heraldry, maybe you're rich, So yeah, that's literally just about all the inspiration I needed. And then things took off from there, and things got kind of wild, and built a jousting area, built a lot of shops that are making inns and mills, and I have a tailor shop and a bakeries and cheese shop and butcher shop and all that stuff, and a few taverns and all the goodness. And also we have a tournament going on in the city, and so there are kings and queens and royalty from all over the place, and all the factions of knights are all here, and they are competing in the joust or sword fighting, archery, etc., etc.
It's a different kind of competition here.
Yes.
We see a lot of knights, so they have some, let's say, fun.
Yeah, they're having some fun whacking each other with weapons, for prizes, I'm sure. And in the city, on the road on the other side of the display, you'll see that the Crown Knights here have won a war against the trolls, and they're marching in some troll prisoners, and so that's why everybody's in town having a big celebration. The trolls are finally defeated, and so that's what's going on.
Then we have some bigger tents here.
Yes, so the foreign knights and such are coming in, and they are staying in tents. And so what I did was I built a tent for every Lego faction that's ever been released in Castle.
Oh, lovely.
So using their color scheme and whatnot. Definitely was a difficult project because a lot of slopes do not come in every color. So a lot of bricklink orders, a lot of experimentation, but more research was done on bricklink to try and see what I had available to build these tents with.
As always, we tell our beloved ones that Lego is a cheap hobby.
Oh yes, yes, extremely cheap. This display here has about $40,000 of parts on it, and we'll get further down, and I'll show you something that's really expensive for probably not as much reward maybe as these tents were. So,
oh goodness. So more details here, a lot of trees, and then we have more buildings.
Yes, more buildings. So down here there's a library, there's a barrel maker, a cheese maker, and they're milking some goats out there, and goats are very expensive, but I got them when they were cheap. And then a wagon maker, again another tavern, candlestick maker. In fact, this street here has a butcher, baker, and a candlestick maker, and some people know a nursery rhyme that kind of went that way. Just some more town area. And then a little further along, we have the Duke's estate, and he's the brother of the king, and he lives in a very opulent portion of the town with a little walled-in section with a lot of beautiful gardens, a lot of royalty walking around, and entertainers and jugglers and fire blowers and stuff like that, entertaining the rich folk in town.